If you could change like literally anything in history, like any tiny detail, what would you do?
And make the moon purple.
That
No,
wouldn't change much.
change.
You could literally change anything. You could be like, I want Hitler's last name to be Brown Boy.
Spitler.
People spit on him till he kills himself.
Adolf Spittler. he just fails and everybody hates his last name.
Like, you can change literally. You can make Hitler's nose twice as big.
I'd give him a normal mustache and then see if the Hitler mustache actually takes off anywhere in the world after that.
But then everyone won't have normal
The
mustaches
hipsters
anymore.
would fucking bring back the Hitler mustache. They would like realize that shaving off half your mustache makes you look...
I'd be curious. It's too bad you can't play this game where you just make things, you change things just to see what happens.
Yeah.
That's a good idea for a game in general. Just like going back in time, giving somebody like a Game Boy, then going in the future and seeing what happens.
Like, what if the first like 2 shuttles in a row blew up trying to go into space? Do you think they just give up, or they'd make something
I bet they'd
completely
like
retire?
they'd make a new law saying that you can't do this anymore. It's too dangerous.
Space, yeah. Like how many disasters in a row would you need to like for them to just outlaw space?
I'd say 5.
The funny part is, you could just do something where you could have dry ice in a petri dish and put it on the ground, and people would go up try and touch it and fucking...
Dry ice.
They would try to touch it because they don't know what it is. They're fucking like, they look like they get cursed, so people would be terrified of it and just be sitting there.
What if you brought back in time that play sand that doesn't stick together when you take it out of water? You just blow their fucking mind.
Yeah, exactly. Give them easy bake ovens. Fucking give them those like little animal things that you make in like water by putting it in water and it turns into an animal.
Oh man, I haven't seen one of those in.
You could fucking
forever.
entertain. You could go back in time with a yo-yo that lights up and be like, woo, then disappear. They'd be like, just
You would
remember.
you would be on a cross burning that night.
I'd say you'd be killed within 2 seconds. They'd just be completely horrified.
No, they'd love it. It would be like the first time they ever saw 2 different kinds of colors at once.
Imagine if you went back there with just a toy lightsaber. You'd be rolling over a country by like
It's
next
true.
week.
You go there and it's like whoosh, like 240p quality noises while you're fucking hitting stuff with your glow stick. You'd be like, I'm the new king, and then you fucking like whoosh, like put it out. They'd be like, they'd all bow.
How fast do you think society would fall if all the ocean in the world got turned into like Fanta orange?
Pretty fast, pretty quickly.
You think the world could be saved if that happened?
You just like, God, can you do me a favor with Earth? Can you turn it into a soda?
If the whole world actually, if all the water turned to Coke, like you'd be fairly fucked, wouldn't you?
Oh boy,
Oh
I
my
don't know.
God, dude.
Like how long could you live for? How long
Not long at all.
Society would like crumble.
Well, the fresh water might still be. I mean, if it's only the, are you talking about all the water or just the
Okay,
the salt water?
all the ocean.
That still like makes it.
I mean, there'd still. I mean, this you'd probably still be able to live off fresh water for a long time, but all seafood would be dead.
All the fish, like all the fish would be dead, so that would be like
Yeah.
really.
Nothing left alive.
So like the seafood at like Japan and stuff, they would be completely fucked.
Wait, so no, what? It would be worse than that, right? So all the plankton would be dead, so all the fish would be dead. But don't plankton eat shit?
Well, the entire ocean ecosystem would be destroyed. And
There would be
anything
just, like,
any
floating.
birds that ate fish would die off. Any people who own a coastal city would probably starve.
I would say the world would last 2 weeks.
All like these like weird like fish that nobody's seen before with human faces would float up to the top of the water, and everyone would see all these like scary like they see like fucking krakens floating above the.
That's a good
oily
question.
water.
Do we need the oceans? Like if the oceans just turned to acid, do we need them
Completely.
to-
Yeah,
Yeah, completely.
they make up a good percentage of the water.
Not
we drink.
only would the fish all die, all these like boats would fucking corrode and sink.
No, I'm saying if the oceans were no longer usable, could you just survive off land animals and fresh water? I think you could for.
If you
a-
did. You were able to
You
keep
could,
fresh water.
but would there not be like
There'd probably be some
everyone would be
disease, too.
freaking out and like running inland, like killing each other, trying to like.
Also, the fish would all
survive.
rot because they would fucking be. There would just be this smell.
Well,
that
there'd
would
probably be
just
a
kill.
terrible smell for a while. Yeah.
That would never.
I mean, it
leave.
would smell good and then really bad.
Outside, you'd smell good inside.
If you were in
outside.
Iowa, you wouldn't smell it though, really.
It'd just all be congregating around Iowa the second you leave out of it. It's just this horrible smell. That sounds like a nightmare.
Well, what do you think would happen if the sky turned brown for the rest of our ages?
So what you're telling me is God, when he was creating water, he put a dab of cherry cola inside of it.
He went into the future and he tasted these. Like, that's pretty good. I'll let my humans. I'll do them a solid here.
He's like, man, this is good. We put it all over Earth. As he's an asshole, he does it like how he does chicken wings. He puts too much fucking sauce on it and ruins it.
What if the ocean turned to chicken wings that never went bad?
That would, I mean, people would have food forever because like there's the ocean's big.
It's a big thing.
It's a lot of chicken wings.
People would just get so tired of chicken wings.
Yeah.
Just
But if
eating
there's no
chicken
ocean, what
wings.
happens with your poopy? It all piles up
Yeah,
on
what
land.
if the water
What are you
turns into
talking
poop?
about? You're poopy.
If you're living in Iowa and you're
Yeah.
surrounded by fields,
Yeah.
take one shit, right?
Yeah.
There will be one shit in your field now, but then the next day there'll be two.
It breaks down.
Yeah,
if-
but
what
It's
if
like
the water
fertilizer. Mix it in with the dirt, and it'll.
I know,
it'll-
but eventually you'll just have a really disgusting like land
What
around
if the
you,
water
especially if
turned
you got
into-
lots of neighbors.
What if
What?
the water turned into like black tar, fecal matter?
What do you think happens? What do you think happens to cow shit, Chris?
I
It
know
just-
that shit degrades and it makes
Yeah.
land good and stuff. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's gonna get stinky.
It wouldn't.
What if you lived in New York?
You wouldn't be able. You would need a lot of people shitting in a very small place for it to.
Look, if you live in New York and everyone
overwhelmed.
starts shitting on the streets, it's gonna pile up.
Well,
like-
yeah.
I'm just saying.
Well, yeah. If there's no ground or water source,
Especially if they got
or-
infinite chicken wings, their shits will be
If
huge.
you're just shitting in the streets, yeah, it's gonna get out of
There's
control.
no toilet that leads to the. There's no water that goes to the ocean anymore. It's all your toilet's clogged with chicken wings now.
I always assumed you were just shitting in a field or something, and it was raining, and it would just
okay.
take care of
Okay,
itself.
Iowa was a bad example, but okay, you're in New York. Your toilet, your bathtub is full of chicken wings.
The water-
Yeah,
Water's
yeah.
not flowing no more.
Yeah.
You got to catch rainwater with buckets now.
Well, yeah, 7 million people living in a quarter mile.
It's gonna get
It's
stinky.
gonna go bad very fast.
The water turns into Jello. That doesn't go bad.
Water.
Refrigerated Jello. It's always refrigerated.
What if there was no water, but you could actually sustain you'd have to eat Jello to keep liquid in your body
Oh my god, that sounds like
to sustain yourself.
horrible.
These are disgusting situations.
No more water, just Jello.
Jello. It's just like you see this ocean. It'd be kind of cool.
You go to like a fancy steak restaurant, and the only way to like get a beverage is to eat a cup of Jello with your steak.
Yeah, but it's required because you have to get rid of the Jello.
Because you're
somehow.
parched, you're like, man, I'm thirsty. I need to just eat Jello.
God
for
got
5
bored one
minutes.
day and turned the water into Jello. So he's like, now you have to pay for my sins. So you have to eat all the Jello until it's gone. And then I'll give you water.
This is the worst topic ever.
Cool.
It doesn't even make any sense.